Good afternoon, Monroe Catholic High School. This is Justin Deeb here with your weekly library podcast. This week I have two guests. First of all, the one and only
William Miller.
See, he knew exactly what I was talking about there. And this week we have a new guest. Introduce yourself, sir.
I am Alex Ariano.
Alex Ariano.
Good to have you.
What class are you in?
I'm in the senior class.
Nice,
and
nice.
That's, just like Will here.
All right, that's great. We have a senior-only podcast here. And let's talk about the most important news of the week, which is what, William?
The library news.
All right. So let's first talk about the book club, which met together last week, or last week,
Yeah.
and had a good amount of people that show up, and
That's good.
So are you thinking about joining the book club, Alex?
I'm not a big fan of reading that much, so I would have to decline that offer.
Really?
Well, that's all right.
Maybe you should join the book club to get interested in reading.
That's true. I could do that.
Well, maybe for those of you that are interested in reading, you should come out and join the book club. Let's leave it at that. Next up on the hit list is the Live at MCHS Pop Culture live
What is
event.
that, Justin?
Well, it's kind of a live event. Have you seen the Alice in Wonderland one we did last year?
Kind of like that one show on TV.
Yes.
Yeah, that one show, exactly
That one
like
show.
that. But yeah, this is coming up soon, so just look out for that. We just want to give you a heads up on that.
Yeah. Oh, and I'd just like to mention, if any of you did get selected, by taking the survey, you should check your email. Details will be inside.
Nice. Also, have you guys seen the banner up in the library lately that says Distinguished School?
I have. It's pretty cool. What's it mean?
Yeah. It means we are a distinguished school of Apple. So go out there and buy some apples. And
You mean the Apple Max or Apple as in the fruit?
Both. They're both good.
both?
Food.
I mean, an apple a day keeps the doctor away. And an iPod a day probably helps you wait in the doctor's office while you're waiting for your checkup.
Right.
The homecoming game is coming up, too.
It is, actually. It's a little weird for people that don't know. It's the homecoming game's a week before the dance, for their own reasons, but just to clear that up.
But also, I'd also like to give a little shout-out to the football team that is doing really nice right now. At this present moment, they are 3-0-1.
Good job, guys.
Still undefeated, actually.
It's
very
really
good.
nice.
It's actually,
And,
I think that's been a first for quite a few years.
it's actually been the first time in quite a few years that the junior varsity and varsity team have both been undefeated.
Yeah, they're really ramping up their performance.
Do you guys know who we're playing against on homecoming?
No, I don't.
Not quite.
Do you know?
familiar.
No, I was just curious. Maybe you guys know.
Oh, okay, no, we don't know. But I mean, honestly, our football team is at such a high level right now.
We can
that-
probably take on anyone.
Exactly. The dance is also coming up. You guys got dates for the dance, Alex?
I'm going to have to say I plan to ask someone.
Would you like to divulge that information on the library podcast?
Well, I was thinking about asking Rachel Anderson.
Rachel's
Oh.
It's
Anderson.
possible.
All right.
It is a
Don't
possibility.
worry, she probably doesn't listen anyway, so you'll be all right.
It's actually going to work out really well.
Are you going to ask her right now over the...
I didn't-
You could ask her over the library podcast.
And then if she listens, there you
Yeah,
go.
be like, oh.
Save
I
you some work.
I think the question's already been asked, so we'll just see what happens
We'll
after this.
Well, I
we'll
think-
change
okay.
the topic. We'll
All right, so anyway.
Poor kid's blushing right now.
Yeah, all right.
What about you, Justin?
So Spirit Week's coming up next week. Is that next week or the week after next week?
I think it's in 2 weeks,
It's
Justin.
in 2 weeks, yeah. So
Well,
would you like
2 weeks
to
from this week.
give us the themes of all the classes, William?
Yes, I would. So, first off, we have the Frosh's Home for Imaginary Friends, which is based off of Foster's Home for Imaginary
Love
Friends.
that movie.
Yeah,
It's a good
TV
it's a good
show.
TV
Good TV show. Too bad it got canceled.
Anyway, and then we have the Safari of Soft.
Yeah.
And it's
Somewhat
bound to be
fun.
pretty cool.
More of a vague theme, but
But-
they could work with it.
Yeah. And then we have the Teenage Mutant Ninja Juniors.
I don't get that.
Which is a very long.
That's
thing.
not only is that a new show, but that's a really old school show too. So it's kind of hitting a lot of
Yeah,
targets
yeah,
with
yeah.
that. That's good.
And then lastly, you have that really cool theme. What was that really cool theme the seniors had, Justin?
Tell us, Alex, what was that really cool thing?
I think it was called Jazzer Seniors.
No.
Oh, yeah,
Nice.
that one was cool.
Yeah.
That was cool.
So as you can tell, that's automatically a winner just based off themes alone.
Yeah, pretty
Anyway.
much.
About jazz dancing, I assume.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we're going to skip the book of the week this week because we gave you kind of a hard book last week. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So finish reading that, and we'll give you another one next week. All right?
Nice.
We don't like to rush
Yeah,
our
we
readers.
don't expect you to read, 400 pages in a week.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of reading.
But speaking of 400 pages, you got to get 300 pages by the end of the quarter, which is this Friday, actually.
Already got
Wow.
it done, Justin.
Yeah, really?
You
Already
did.
got it done.
Nice. So make sure you turn in your book cards and do all that stuff, which people always forget about because
Yeah.
teachers don't
You know.
stress it too much. But yeah, the end of the quarter is coming up. Get those grades in.
Yeah, better make sure because a lot of teachers are saying Friday is the final day to turn your late work in if you have any.
Yeah.
So, in a lot of people, just in case they forgot, your grades are usually 40% locked in after the first quarter. So you got to make sure the first quarter grades are good.
Definitely. And then just finish off this quarter. And you know what? No school on Monday.
Yeah,
because it's
great.
Columbus Day, ladies and gentlemen. And thank God for Christopher. That's all I can say.
Good guy.
Also, seniors don't have to come to school on Wednesday. Do you know why that is?
Because everybody else is going to be taking tests.
Yep.
And we don't have to take that test this year.
Yeah.
Actually, we're the first class that doesn't have to take the exams.
Yep.
That's nice.
But for everyone else, freshmen, sophomore, juniors, Wednesday is test day. But that also means it's an early day. After you finish your test, you're done with school that day.
Get a good
And
night.
then Thursday is actually a half a day.
Friday.
Friday's a half.
Friday's a
Pretty
half
sure?
day.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was Thursday.
It's Friday.
No, it's
Well,
it's
not.
Friday.
It's Friday.
Anyway, so about test day, real quick. Make sure you get a good night's sleep, eat a good breakfast.
Yeah, all right. That's about it for next week and this week and every 2 weeks ahead. And we kind of got a lot of information done in this
We did.
podcast.
We
Pretty
did.
sure it was
Any last words, guys?
Happy to have homecoming and Spirit Week coming up soon.
Alex?
I'm pretty sure it was Thursday.
All right, guys. Stay classy.